before it becomes the mighty Brahmaputra in India, the river traces its path through the icy heights of the Himalayas in Tibet, where it is known by its Chinese name Yarlung Sangpo. Just before entering India, however, it takes a sharp U-turn in China's Medoc County. And it is here, at the bend, that China plans to build a massive dam, claiming it intends to generate 300 billion kilowatt hours of electricity for itself. But it could also turn out to be a geopolitical nightmare for India because China, sitting upstream, can control and choke Brahmaputra's entire flow into the country. A river that supplies 29% of India's surface water. Imagine the probability of India's northeastern lands turning into barren drought beds if water is withheld, or even used as a water bomb if China suddenly, without warning, releases excess water during the monsoons. It can trigger devastating floods in Arunachal Pradesh and Assam, states that already struggle with floods of their own. And what's worse is that the dam sits on an earthquake-prone zone, which means a structural failure will be catastrophic even if China's intentions are benign. However, going by China's past actions in Doklam and Galwan, India cannot be too complacent. So it plans to build a strategic shield of its own, the Siang Upper Multipurpose Dam, 100 to 150 kilometers downstream from China's, where it will act as a barrier and store excess water if released by China. Or if China ever chokes the flow, it will store and provide a water source for locals and thus prevent drought and safeguard livelihoods. As a bonus, it will also produce 12,500 megawatt of much needed electricity. As China plans to drill 6 20-kilometer long tunnels to the towering Namcha Barwa mountain, India too has begun conducting dam feasibility surveys at 3 sites in Arunachal Pradesh, for which it will have to rehabilitate 300 villages that could be displaced. Now, as we've seen, the construction of massive dams is a strategic move by nations to secure resources and assert influence. But here's something to think about. What if you had a tool that let you control and manage your business flow just as precisely as nations control water flow? Because in the world of business, having the right tools can be the difference between growth and stagnation. That's why we'd like to introduce Odoo's CRM application, a powerful centralized platform to manage your customer relationships, track leads, and forecast sales with precision. You may remember Odoo's all-in-one business management software from some of our earlier videos, packed with incredible features. Now let's talk about what makes Odoo's CRM a game changer. The intuitive Kanban view lets you visualize and track opportunities at every stage so you never miss a beat. Each customer opportunity is presented as a card within which you can add necessary information in description, conversion probability, set priority, expected revenue, and much more. Seamless communication. For each client, you can schedule tasks, send emails, and keep a complete history of emails and internal exchanges all from one place. Integrated AI assistants. Use ChatGPT within Odoo to draft emails instantly, and you can create email templates to save time. Powerful analytics. Forecast revenue and analyze team performance, helping you make data-driven decisions. The best part? Odoo's first app is completely free with unlimited support and lifetime hosting. So why wait? Join over 12 million businesses worldwide that trust Odoo to streamline their operations. Click the link in the description and get started with CRM today. Now back to the Indo-China water war. Water is an important resource, and unlike the 1960 Indus Water Treaty of equal sharing between India and Pakistan, which was made possible due to mediation by the World Bank, India and China have no binding water sharing agreement. Neither have either signed the United Nations Convention that emphasizes equitable water use. However, after the 2004 Himachal floods caused by a Tibetan GLOF glacial lake outburst flood, see Bisbo's story explaining this, India and China did sign a MOU for data sharing in 2005, though China has often withheld crucial information during the last decade. Even India and Bangladesh have a water sharing treaty, though that might become void after China's dam as the Brahmaputra continues its path into Bangladesh. China's new dam plan has come as a stab in the back for India, especially after it acted on the recent disengagement initiative and promised de-escalation and normalization. Will both neighbors now show the same maturity to solve the water problem like they are doing at the border? Or will a dam for a dam make the whole India-China environment go for a toss? Because from eyeball to eyeball confrontation between the two in the last 5 years, things dramatically turned around in October 2024 when both powers pulled back most troops from the tense eastern Ladakh border, even from Depsang and Demchok that they had occupied in 2017. The disengagement was the result of a slow but non-stop 3-year border-level meets between Indian and Chinese army commanders, perhaps to help brew a bromance between the leaders to enable their first bilateral dialogue since 2019 at the BRICS summit in Russia in October 2024. Things had anyway begun to look rosy since May of last year when China appointed its new ambassador to India after an 18-month gap. Then it agreed to resume the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra in Tibet, a holy pilgrimage for Hindus and Buddhists alike. Amazing news for devotees and businessmen is the liberal issuance of visas and the restoration of direct flights. Already India's largest trading partner, bilateral trade is set to boom higher than the $118.4 billion recorded in FY24. But behind the scenes, the reality remains unchanged. As Chinese forces continue to ramp up villages in Rongtuchu and other valleys near Arunachal Pradesh, and in the crucial Tawang sector, China has been silently fortifying its position with new military camps, concrete roads, upgraded shortcut dirt tracks, making it easy for rapid troop mobilization. Now, despite both countries' foreign ministers agreeing just recently in December 2024, let's end all rifts and work towards better bilateral relations. Just days later came the biggest betrayal of a long-feared move, when on Christmas Day of 2024, China announced the construction of the world's biggest dam, a whopping $137 billion project at Yarlung Sampo, aka Brahmaputra River. A massive dam just 30 kilometers from India's Arunachal Pradesh border that might again shatter the fragile peace between the two Asian superpowers. Just a reminder, click the link in the description and improve your customer relationship management with Odoo CRM right now. Bizbo's Limerick. Water weaponized by another means. Is the building of a dam not as benign as it seems? Cause it can wholly sink or dry a precinct. Just a pull of a lever can unleash a stream.
You will also find these sources listed in our video description section.